633. And for those of you that know about numbers, no, this is not a Freemason podcast or symbolism of any kind. It's just the episode that we're on. That's it. Okay. We're going to be going to all the numbers eventually. All right. Just, okay.
Yeah, don't read into any hand signals.
Man. Oh, yeah. I shared something, my buddy. There was like a 33 in it. And he's like, yo, what's up with the 33? I'm like, bro, I'm on Instagram. I repost the things. I just post them on my stories. Like, I'm not looking. I didn't make this. Okay. It said 33 in it. I apologize. And then he's like, sometimes I think you're a recruiter.
Oh.
And I remember because I was in a building doing Uber Eats and I was like, shut the fuck up. Okay. Stop saying things like that to me.
That's so funny.
I'm like, my life is hard right now. Okay. I'm doing Uber Eats. Okay.
If you were a recruiter, you probably wouldn't be there.
No, I'd be in
unless
a palace.
It was to meet lots of people. Who knows?
Kidding me? If I was one of those guys, I'd be in a palace.
A palace.
I'd be the best. I'd be like George Washington. Are you kidding me? Like, get out of here. You have no idea. I would push it to the limit. You kidding me? Joking? I'd be a billionaire. That'd be it. I would shoot for that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Be like, this is what I want.
Yeah. That's why I can imagine how upset Joe Rogan gets when people are like, this guy's part of CIA. He's for sure part of CIA. I know. I can tell. Like, are you kidding me? You know how annoying that must be?
That would be annoying.
I got that one guy that was like, your hand somebody was saying that in my videos, they're like, you're doing, what was it? It was subliminal messages. Like, you're trying to control our minds. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? What?
Like, you try to make excellent videos, but you don't put that much thought into it.
No.
That's crazy.
I don't know. It's just...
you should just tell him, play it backwards.
Yeah, right? So weird to hear things like that. But also, I get it. Sometimes I watch things, and I'm like, what if it's all just the government? What if all of it's like from Rogan to Alex Jones, Russell Brand, Anderson Cooper? Like, what if it's all just government?
All just distraction.
All of it is just like the president, all this stuff, all of it. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And all of them they turn off whatever they're doing. Politicians, celebrities, actors, right-wing pundits, left-wing pundits, everybody just meets up at the same place and they're like, tough day today. Like, they all just sit there and just talk. They have coffee. Some men in black come in and they say, here's a new script, guys. Everybody, new script. I'm
starting to think that about Taylor Swift.
And like Biden and Putin are just like chilling together. Like, I love you, man. It's been so long. They hug and they kiss.
Oh.
They're really married. I don't know. Yeah.
And they ride horses shirtless together.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff. And then some guys pull off masks and they're lizards, and other guys are like wolves, and all sorts of weird stuff. Who knows? I don't know, man. I think of that sometimes. Sometimes I think of that. Like, what if it's all just a big ruse? The whole thing. And I'm just like caught in it. I'm caught up. Like, you know what happened with 6ix9ine, the rapper?
What?
He got arrested and he was facing like 40 years in jail. And he snitched.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what my problem was? He goes, I thought all the rappers were real.
Oh.
He's like, so I was just doing what I thought everybody was doing. He's like, I didn't realize none of it was real. And none of these guys were really doing the stuff they said.
True.
He was just like, I thought all of it was real. He's like, I thought if somebody had something in their song that they did it. And that's just what you do.
Huh.
Like, what if I'm the only real one doing this?
Oh,
and
true.
I'm crazy. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars by the government. I'm just nuts. I'm just out here just doing it. You know how crazy that'd be?
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
The government's just laughing.
Yeah, they're like, this one does it for free? Wow. I don't know. So how are you doing?
Good. What are we talking about today?
Oh, we're talking about fluoride today.
Yep.
We're talking about fluoride. that stuff that's in the water. Let me just start this for YouTube, okay? This is for educational purposes, and fluoride's just good for your teeth, okay? That's why it's in the water, for anybody that doesn't know. It's just good stuff for your teeth. Swish it around a bunch, and, you know, it's good. And it keeps your teeth clean and strong, and, you know, it's put into the water because they love you. Obviously. Politicians love you.
Yes.
They love all of us.
That's why they do anything.
Right? There's zero incentives other than that. And they want to see you with good teeth. That's it. Mm-hmm. Right? Just wanted to start it off like that. Let's get into this. We got a Joe Rogan clip where they're talking about fluoride. And you know what? His name's Mark Normand. He says something that one of my friends, who's also a comedian, said, and I was shocked. I was shocked by what he said. Shocked. And we'll get into it after. But yeah, we're going to play that clip. Then what do you got? You got a couple of studies to pull up?
Yeah, some studies from Harvard, of all places, talking about fluoride.
Harvard does, you can say what you want about Harvard, but they do some really, I want to say groundbreaking. They do stuff that you wouldn't think they would do. Like
I was surprised. I had to like fact check where I was getting this info from.
Yeah. Their schools or their studies or sciences, whatever you want to call it, they look into some stuff that you wouldn't really think they would look into.
Yeah.
I found a lot of that in my researching of different things.
Yeah, like I was telling you when I was doing research for this, like I assumed everything coming out of Harvard would be very kind of Democrat leaning.
To the narrative.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, but it's not.
No, yeah, they go against the grain. I wonder who runs it.
And then it just gets like hidden though.
Well, yeah, right? I mean, yeah. For the most part. Because the thing is, you got to have clean teeth. So you can't have people disparaging the narrative of clean teeth.
Yeah.
We need clean, strong teeth. It's the backbone of our society. Everybody knows that, right? So I guess we're going to start with the Rogan clip. That goes for about like 6-7 minutes, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Before we do all that, though, you know I had to bring you to the store. This is IamCoachColin.com, and this is the Public Enemy #1 shirt. Check out the World Economic Forum. Google it. Google Agenda 2030. You'll understand quickly why this gentleman is public enemy #1. A gentleman who actually said, do you know this? He said, soon we will not have elections because we won't need elections anymore.
Oh, geez.
Because everybody will have an implant in their brain. We'll all know what each other are thinking. So we'll all instantly know the results of the election.
That's crazy.
So why even have one?
Oh my God.
And the next shirt up
it's like Minority Report,
right? And the next shirt up is sold not for sale. Bold statement: make yours with this t-shirt, hoodie, or tank top. And we have the newest design here, We the People, where a gentleman is telling us we will own nothing and be happy, and we the people are giving him the one finger salute he so desperately needs and deserves from all of us worldwide. I'm actually wearing this shirt. I wear this shirt out and I don't get any stares. Maybe I do, but I don't know. I don't realize it. I like it. I like it a lot. But if you want 10% off of anything you just saw, all you have to do is put in the discount code I am Coach Colin. All capital letters, all one word, one L in the name Colin, and that gets you 10% off. No questions asked on us. And other than that, if you have already done that with us, you are much appreciated. Now let's get into this clip. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Water, where the fuck did it come from? Was it on a boat in Thailand for a month, drifting across the ocean?
Right.
Where did your water come from? I don't even ask. I just drink it. So what if I'm drinking some bullshit fucking chemicals? It's gonna make my tank shrink.
I'm a tap man.
I like
love tap.
It's really not good for
I
you.
feel like that's a
What?
risk.
Yeah, tap water is not good for
Everybody
you.
in New York loves saying New York has the best tap water.
That's
Yeah.
so
But there's
ridiculous.
just
It's like
zero chance that's
saying
true.
my shit smells the sweetest.
Well, that's true.
It's New York. It's like they said the water's good, but the taps are all shitty. So you're drinking like the rust.
Bro, who's cleaning
We
those
had lead
pipes?
pipes. Nobody. That's what I mean. Yeah.
What's
Rats.
in those? Imagine if you could get like a camera down a mile or so into those pipes and see the crud.
I had
No,
a
thank
landlord
you.
tell me it was normal for it to come out brown in the beginning, and I was like, "Can I come to your house and see if it's like that there?"
What the fuck are you
No.
talking about? You're supposed to drink that? You're supposed to bathe in that? Get the fuck
I
out
do
of
the
here.
shower with the mouth open. You ever do that one? Let it flow right in.
When I was a kid, I used to chug shower water.
I did today.
There's some real disputes about fluoride in water too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not super well versed in it.
It's good for the teeth.
Yeah,
you say.
Apparently, sorta. But what's really good for the teeth is brushing your fucking teeth. It's like, are we sure that you're supposed to be dumping fluoride in the water that people drink?
It is a bit of an
Yeah,
assumption.
everyone has
Do you know that
toothpaste now.
fluoride lowers your IQ?
No.
Yeah, it does. Definitely.
Shit.
Exposure to fluoride lowers your IQ.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I
Fluoride.
don't know what the number is. What exposure to how much exposure to fluoride lowers your IQ?
Been drinking it for 39 years. Just
Yeah.
straight.
Imagine,
That's why you say shit
imagine
like
how fucking smart you used to be.
You'd be so much less autistic.
Pop
You were
jizz quiz.
robbed. You were robbed.
Pop jizz.
I thought everybody
Here
drank
it
tap.
is.
Say how much, but
It says a significant inverse relationship was found between the fluoride concentration in drinking water and IQ. It was observed that the IQ level was negatively correlated with fluoride concentration in drinking water.
Ay, ay, ay.
It
This
literally
is real.
makes you dumber.
Oh, pop quiz.
But then again, you're buying this bottled water from who knows where that's
Yeah.
been sitting on a dock.
Yep.
I'm not asking. I mean, none of us are asking questions.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're
I
not.
don't even know where
I
Poland
just
Spring is.
Unhook my microphone.
We got to vote for RFK. He'll save us.
Well, what's the reason for that? Is there a real good reason for fucking dumping fluoride in
I'm
the
sure
water?
the company that
It started so
all
long
money.
ago,
Gets
right?
What's the
fluoride.
benefit of, let's Google that.
Remember-
What's the benefit of fluoride? It's barely
Oh, no, yeah.
statistically
Well,
significant.
the benefit here, the benefit
That's
was this.
important.
It was this teeth, strong cavities.
It keeps teeth strong and reduces cavities.
So I guess the British aren't doing it.
Also called tooth decay
They're
by
not.
about 25% in children and adults. Drinking fluoridated water. Right, but what does it do to your brain? And how much of an effect, how much better is it than just brushing your teeth?
But they say
How
it's
much
cause
better-
communism.
But what's the reason for this? I mean, what we're forcing people
Right.
to take care of their teeth, and everybody else is going to lose IQ points. Like, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that the fucking deal? Is
was
there a
50s
better way?
research.
But hold on a second. Like, isn't there a better way? Can't you just clean your fucking teeth? Like, I
Apparently
don't have
not.
any cavities. What are you doing?
Before
I was going to brush, but I decided to chug out of the sink.
Why do they
Before
give a
toothpaste.
shit about our teeth?
Goddamn, dude. Since the mid-1940s, compounds containing mineral fluoride have been added to community water supplies throughout the U.S. to prevent tooth decay. Boy, that sounds weird. If I wanted to put on a fucking tinfoil hat right now, health concerns expressed by opponents have largely been dismissed until recently. Now evidence is mounting that in the era of fluoridated toothpaste and other consumer products that boost dental health, the potential risks from consuming fluoridated water may outweigh the benefits for some individuals. Last summer, for the first time in 53 years, the U.S. Public Health Service lowered its recommended levels of fluoride in drinking water.
Boy, we're getting started early, huh?
I mean, with that if I was making fluoride, I would be like, shut the
Shut
fuck
up.
I
Kill
think
that
that's what
guy.
they're doing.
It might
Yeah.
be.
Fluoride people are like, no, you need it in your water.
It,
Shouldn't we research? Shut up.
yeah.
Like the fuck up. I got
But
a lot of
imagine
fluoride. I got-
any other trade-off like that. Imagine any other trade-off that lowers IQs. Like imagine if we came along and said, we're gonna put sunscreen in everybody's apples because some people are gonna get cancer because they're not wearing sunscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, well now everybody has to eat sunscreen apples. Is that
Right.
the new rule? Like that's what the fuck this is like. This is like forcing everybody to eat sunscreen apples. Like, hey bitch, I brush my fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me drink this stuff. What's in there?
Well, we got rid of lead paint.
And when you use one of
True.
them filters, does that get all the fluoride out? And how
I
much?
doubt it.
It gets a lot of shit. You ever put high C in there? Just see it's still kind of pink.
Really?
Yeah, when it goes through. It's not like clear.
That's not good.
You're a high C.
I'm a high K.
I can't.
With that beard, he's a fucking B plus in the
I
mountains.
know. Look at this
In the
guy.
mountains,
good,
you're a
man.
man who knows how to start a fire.
Moses.
Yeah, right. You'd be like, I'm trusting you with the fire. I'm like, you shouldn't.
You look like a guy who knows where the fucking woodchucks are.
Oh, these ponds are safe to drink from. There are no beavers here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a thing that people drink out of ponds with. It's like a
Camelback thing, yeah.
yeah. You like
Life
put it
straw.
in there and
Life
yeah,
straw.
life straw. That's it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you suck through the.
says
You can drink
You can drink
like
anything.
where animals have been pissing. Like if cows have been pissing in a puddle, you can drink it.
Those Britas are filthy.
Brita filters keep a healthy level of fluoride. What?
Oh,
They
God.
do not remove fluoride, and it says on their website a healthy level. Of
They're in
fluoride.
cahoots.
A healthy level
They
of
are in
fluoride.
cahoots, dude. I'm sick of fluoride.
But who
Yeah.
the fuck decides what the healthy level of a thing that
Telling
lowers
you,
your
big
IQ
fluoride.
is?
Big fluoride.
Yeah. Who's running that?
Whoa. How weird.
If it's George
imagine
Soros, I'm gonna be pissed. Who's running
He
Big
runs
Fluoride?
everything.
if you were a journalist, wouldn't this be something you would cover?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, how many
Just be a nice story to be like,
how
hey,
many journalists have covered this in like the New York Times?
We got to cover the Black Mermaid first.
or
That is true. The Black Mermaid's more important. But yeah, have you ever heard of the last thing they said there? The life straw. You ever heard of that?
No.
It's like it's a thing where you can literally. It's like a thick straw.
Okay.
You know, thicker than like the ones that I use at home, and you put it into anything, and then you just drink.
I don't know if I trust that. That seems so sketchy.
It goes through just fine. It's very weird, very weird. And you know what's really weird is that could become the way everybody has to, like, that might be a safer way to be drinking water currently.
True.
Because then you're just going to puddles and streams. And,
Yeah. Puddles on the road. Just.
well, there was an episode. I'm pretty sure I played it. I was playing it while we were together. You're probably around in the kitchen, but these guys were talking about. I think it was Cameron Haynes, the bow hunter guy.
Yeah.
They were talking about being in the mountains, and it was water that definitely elks and stuff were pissing in.
Yeah.
And I think even there was like some shit or something like
Ew.
that, and they just sucked it through the life straw. They just like purified it.
That's crazy.
And
That's
the
so,
thing was,
like,
the
trusting.
guy and the guys were like, he's like, well, was it good? He's like, yeah. He's like, we were fine. I mean, he's like, it tasted like piss, but
Oh, really?
yeah, it still tasted like it.
Interesting.
but it
I
was
guess it would
good.
take out the harmful bacteria.
Yeah,
But not the
exactly.
actual substance.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. That's crazy. Like, there's no other water source.
No. At that time where they were and what they were doing, because they go out there for weeks.
That's crazy.
So if certain things happen, or if they just run low on something, they gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, they're there to get some elk and whatnot.
Huh. So I guess you have to be where they are.
Very interesting. But yeah, everything they were saying, the thing that Mark Norman said at the beginning, one of my friends, comedian friend, we're doing a podcast together. I'm producing a podcast. And he looks at me and he's like, I love tap water. And at the time he lived in the basement. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, what? I'm like, are you kidding? I've known about this for so long that I just thought he was joking. I'm like, you're joking, right? He's like, no, I drink. He's like, He's like, what else am I going to drink? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, where's your filter? He's like, I don't have one. And I was like,
Huh.
He's like, yeah, he's like, I always drink tap water. I was shocked because the house was like 50 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe 60 years old. I was like, this can't be. I was so shocked. He's like, it's fine. It's not.
My brother likes tap water too.
Of course.
He always just preferred the taste. I know.
As opposed to what? Filtered water?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, because at dinner we would always have like the filtered water on the table.
Yeah.
And I would fill up everybody's glass. That was like part of setting the table,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not his because he always preferred going to the tap and getting his water.
That's terrible. You shouldn't have let him do that.
I didn't know.
You just got to
I was a
get
kid.
used to it. You just got to get. I prefer the taste. There shouldn't even be a taste.
Now he's on well water, so it's.
Is that better?
I don't know. It could be way worse because it doesn't have like the safety protocols and whatever.
Your brother's definitely ready for the apocalypse.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
one of those guys.
Oh
that
yeah,
will
he
be-
could do anything.
He'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
He'll be able to do.
He can
some
be on our
stuff.
team.
Yeah. He's definitely ready for
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
the Great Reset brings. He's ready for it.
Yeah, he
He's
would
ready
like
for off the grid.
rig a lawnmower into a boat for us somehow.
Yeah. Like, he's ready for off the grid living.
Yeah.
He's ready. He'd flourish in Florida.
Oh, he'd love it.
He'd love Florida.
Yeah.
I like people.
He'd love Texas.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Texas is the best. I don't know. It just is. Like, you can set up, you can go in your backyard and you can just shoot.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's not facing someone else's house. But if you got a ranch, you can just
Yeah.
set up and just
And
do
use your
thing.
own common sense. Like,
Like,
if you're not
it's-
being dangerous, do what you want.
I remember I was talking with a guy and he was doing just that. He had some MC. He had a bunch of stuff and he was just doing what he had to do. It's just great. It's just a great place. But let's get into it.
Fluoride. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just shocking. And I get it. Some people feel like your tap water's clean. And you know what? It could be clean because right now they're talking about fluoride in the clip. That's what they were talking about. And fluoride is not necessarily dirty.
Yeah.
It's not a dirty thing. You know what I mean? So your water, your tap water could be clean, but also you have to think of that part of the pipes. Who's cleaning the pipes?
Yeah.
Who buys a house? Think about it. Like if you're renting, say you're renting or you're owning, when do people go in and say, well, now that I'm taking over, I have to redo all the piping in this place.
Yeah, never.
Never.
Yeah.
No one did. If you're renting, no one did that for you when you moved into a place. Believe me.
Like lots of places still have lead pipes,
Oh, God.
which is a whole nother issue, obviously.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I used to chug tap water. I told you, me and my friend used to have a game where we would go to the tap. We were kids, and we would just fill up, and we would just have a contest of who could drink more the fastest.
I don't even put tap water on our plants unless I leave it out for 24 hours so the chlorine evaporates because it kills plants.
Yeah, we do the filter, and we're about to get a better filter, much better. I'm gonna buy that filter soon. We can't even mention it because
Apparently
they're
there's a
getting
lawsuit.
sued, and now they're sued.
It's like a countersuit.
But we're gonna get a better filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get into it. And also, I guess, because this is when you're getting into the whole world of counter narratives, we'll call it.
Yeah.
I don't like conspiracy. Guys, let's not even call this stuff conspiracies anymore, okay? Let's call them counter narratives. Let's do that instead. I like that.
I
way
like that
better.
too.
Sounds nice. When you get into counter narratives, this is the first one you learn about.
Yeah, this is like an easy little
It's like, what?
stepping stone.
Is it really? Then you look into it, and it's like, yes, really.
Yeah.
And like, was it really used way back in the 40s on certain people that were in camps? Yes, it was, to keep them docile and to keep them like just, being able to exist
Yeah.
and not uprise and everything. Because the people that they had captured were very smart people. They were smart naturally. So they wanted to dumb them down as much as possible.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. What do you got going on?
Well, the first article I sent you is from, like I was saying, Harvard Public Health, is from the T.H. Chan School of Public Health. And they're talking about, is fluoridated drinking water safe?
Is it this one here?
It's the one with the graphs. It just says, is
the
fluoridated
graphs.
drinking water safe right at the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they've been putting fluoride in water since 1945 in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
40s. I knew it.
Yeah, you are right.
There you go.
And the concern was at the time that there was a very high rate of tooth decay in children under 12. So they were trying to figure out a way to prevent that and help the community.
That's decent.
Yeah, so I think I believe it started off with some good intent.
Definitely not. Not if it was in the 40s. Only because, not if it was in the 40s, because they already knew what it could do.
I
They
guess.
were in the process of saving those people in that conflict, saving them from their camps and ghettos. So they knew what was going on. They knew about all the methods that these bad guys were using. And now they're doing it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Come on.
based on what happened in Grand Rapids, Michigan, they decided to expand this to the rest of the country. And a lot of the world followed suit on this and put fluoride in their drinking water. And it wasn't until much later that they discovered that this wasn't necessarily due to the actual fluoride in the water. So if you scroll down to that, the improvement. So they saw some improvement, and that's why they started rolling it out everywhere. So if you scroll down to that first graph in there, that is the instances of tooth decay in kids under 12 in countries where they have fluoridated their water. So we can see a pretty steady decline in tooth decay.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would start like 1975 on the left there. I know it's really small for everybody to see. And then down to 2014 all the way on the right. So it goes down significantly. Okay. And then the next graph we're going to look at is countries who never fluoridated their water.
Okay.
Pretty similar curve, eh?
Yeah. So what was going on?
People just get better at dental hygiene.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Like they realize, okay, this is an issue, and then start brushing their teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
Shocker. And that improves tooth decay rates.
Here's the thing though. You see what we're looking at here. You're talking about dental hygiene. What about those tribes that don't do that?
Yeah.
They don't do anything like that.
And there are some people who just like chew on like bark.
Like that's what those people will do
Yeah.
at the most. and they're fine.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when people actually interact with these tribes, and these tribes are still living in those times and using those, I guess we'll say primitive methods, their teeth look beautiful.
They don't have crooked teeth.
They don't have crooked teeth. They have white teeth.
Yeah.
They'll have like a tinge of yellow, but it's like,
That's normal.
it's normal. Of course it is. It's
Over
weird.
time, if you're not using whitening products from Crest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
But I was very surprised at that graph. And I didn't realize how many countries didn't fluoridate their water.
Who didn't?
Lots of them. Most of Europe.
Really?
Yeah. Most of these countries are European. Like there's Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany. Like a whole bunch.
Germany didn't.
Did not.
Well, they did to those people. I can tell you that much.
Well, they knew.
I guess so. Yeah,
And they didn't want to do it to their own people.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah. And then they also found out that
How much smarter am I supposed to be after all this tap water? How much smarter am I? I'm supposed to be a scientist instead of making YouTube videos.
well, if you want to go to that other article I sent you from Harvard, it talks
Sure.
about that.
Yeah. This one here.
Yeah. So this article is, I told you it's quite dense in terms of studies and stuff.
Yeah, you can always just break it down.
Yeah, but it's the impact of fluoride on neurological development in children. So there haven't actually been a lot of studies on this done in the US. So they had to refer to studies from China. And in China, there are certain parts of the country where fluoride is a naturally occurring chemical in the world. So
Really?
there are some, like it's not man-made, it exists in the world. There are some areas of China that have fluoride that naturally occurs in the water. So they compared the IQs of children from those areas to IQs of children in areas with no fluoride in the water.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And on average, they had 7 points less in IQ.
The ones that had it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they had to go off those studies because they haven't done anything like that in the States.
Sounds
And they
supposed-
also don't have a control in the States of unfluoridated water.
So that means I'd have an IQ of almost like 170.
You think so?
Yeah. Done an IQ test before. I got a high IQ.
Yeah.
I'm a smart person.
Mine's like 132, I think.
I was around smart people growing up.
Yeah.
So it rubbed off.
Perfect.
And my mom was pretty smart.
Yeah.
And
your
so was my
mom's
dad.
smart.
He was like a computer guy. Yeah. Huh. Jeez.
But yeah, 7 points. That's the answer you're looking for.
And also, they came from I feel like islands, especially where my parents were from. You know, my dad's side being Cuban, they didn't have much exposure to the fluoride. Because they didn't have things, period. They didn't have anything, period.
Yeah.
You know, they were like farm people. And then my mom's side was farm people as well.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any access to fluoride.
True.
Jeez. That's nuts. Isn't that interesting? It's funny the trade-offs that happen from being in a place that's, you know, quote unquote better or more opportunity.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing that episode on the Amazonians, and they were talking about how the new aged people, the older kids, are like starting to realize that they're being left behind. They're feeling like they're being left behind. You know? So they're willing to sacrifice certain things. They're like, let's get away from the river and the stream and let's actually start going into the world, getting cell phones and all that stuff. And you don't realize the trade-off that's happening.
Yeah.
Like you think you're going to be getting into this whole great technological thing, but you don't realize how terrible it all is.
True.
At the end of the day, like terrible on our minds and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
And also stated in one of these articles, they were talking about needing to do studies on like vulnerable health populations. And they listed an example of bottle-fed infants. So if you're making formula for a baby, are you using tap water that contains fluoride? And that could be of way more concern than an adult drinking it.
Yeah.
Just like parts per million going into your system.
Yep. True. True enough.
And they also commented on like patients undergoing dialysis. It could be a problem because your kidneys can't flush it out.
Jeez.
So it would build up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How do you get it out?
I don't know. Well, when you do dialysis, that's the getting it out.
But like a regular person, someone like me that was drinking tap water when I was a kid.
Yeah.
How do you get all that out?
I don't know. I'm not sure because there's some things that your body can't really flush out.
Oh no.
Like heavy metal poisoning takes a long time to get rid of.
Good
and they were
Lord.
equating it to that.
Jeez. Come on.
Yeah.
The things that they're willing to do.
I know.
Isn't that
bad.
interesting?
And then I also found this fact sheet about fluoridation from, I'm pretty sure this is like some kind of lobbying group, but it's called IATP, the Institute for Agriculture and Trade Policy.
Okay.
So it's very much like a big kind of farming group.
Yeah.
And they put out this fact sheet about fluoride in the water. And a lot of this stuff is really interesting. I think I had told you this before, but the reason that most of the European countries do not put fluoride in the water is because all other treatment chemicals that are added to water are there to improve the water's quality and safety. Fluoride
Okay.
is the only one that's not.
Ah.
So in their minds, so they have literally put out statements, like in Germany, they said the argumentation of the Federal Ministry of Health against a general permission of fluoridation of drinking water is the problematic nature of compulsory medication. So basically, they don't want to force medicine on their people.
Ah, yeah. See, so that's exactly like the example Joe Rogan was giving.
Yeah.
Like, some people will get skin cancer, so we're putting sunscreen in all the apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
It's crazy. And Belgium said the same thing. Luxembourg, same thing. They don't think it's their place to do that.
Yes. Yes. That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. That it's not your place to do that kind of thing.
And then they went on to say in this fact sheet that all fluoride products that are designed for ingestion, like supplements, are only available by prescription. So fluoride in water is the only thing that's not prescribed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And no fluoride products designed for ingestion have ever been approved as safe or effective by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Huh. Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. And they say the only ones that are approved are for topical application, like toothpaste, where you spit it out. That's why you don't consume toothpaste.
I used to love to eat toothpaste.
Well, you got a lot of fluoride in you then, honey.
There was some toothpaste, like there was a bubblegum one I remember.
Ew.
As a kid. I was like, this is delicious.
I always hated everything other than mint.
It
Can't stand it.
was so good.
Num, 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 num.
Yeah, I love toothpaste.
That's so funny.
Yeah, when I was a kid, all the time. All the time, because we didn't have candy. You don't have money, right? You're not getting candy.
Yeah.
You're getting rice and corned beef.
Yeah.
Basically.
There you go.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
That's fun.
And it's also been proven that fluoride, even topically, like in toothpaste, doesn't actually do anything for adults. It only helps children's teeth as they're developing.
Oh, okay. So then tell me this then, okay? All right? Tell me this. Listen. Why are you still using toothpaste that has fluoride in it?
I
then?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stop using it. I don't use anything like that anymore.
When I go to the dentist, you know how they do those like trays
Yeah.
and they make you sit it with on your teeth for like whatever 5 minutes or something?
You eat it?
Those are fluoride.
Yeah.
I always refuse it
Why?
because it's A, uncomfortable, like those little trays dig in,
Yeah.
and B, I learned that it doesn't actually do anything for you.
Well,
So you're right. I should switch my toothpaste over.
I buy fluoride. I buy fluoride free toothpaste. I always do. It's free of everything.
Yeah.
I use like a supernatural thing. You see it.
Yes.
Just use that.
I want a minty one.
That is.
I don't like
minty.
your tea tree.
That is minty.
You got a minty one?
They're all minty.
All right.
All of them. It's really good.
Okay.
Just use that. It makes no sense to use regular toothpaste if you can afford the ones that aren't, because it's like
True,
kind of
it is more money.
expensive,
Now it's like a
right?
luxury thing.
You know, my mom, God bless her, she gave me how much? She gave me like a whole thing of toothpaste. That toothpaste that you like, that fluoride stuff.
Yeah, I'm on my last bottle.
A whole, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just throw it out.
Okay.
Throw it out. You don't need it. Come on. We're telling people about
All
it
right,
here.
I'm switching toothpaste today.
Yeah, why not? You know,
Make the
there you
switch,
go.
guys, and say no to the dentist.
Yeah, you
It's
can-
okay.
You can make a switch. Look at you. You know, Jim Rohn used to say. He used to say, "You're not a tree. You can change."
That's funny.
That's what he used to say. It's true. You can change. You don't have to keep doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Once you know, that's the uncomfortable thing about learning anything.
True.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. Because once you learn something, you're like, just like right now with you, you're like, yeah, I guess I should change. And it's like, it's not fun to have to learn things and then operate around what you just learned.
Yeah.
You know, because like the way I was talking about it in another episode is like you already have this constructed thing. It's like, imagine every thought process you had was like a house. And when you learn something else, you have to like destroy the house and you have to rebuild the house. You'd be like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Now I got to rebuild this thing over and over again. And you have to go with the mindset of, I may have to tear down this house soon. This might be the wrong thing too. And I'll have to tear it down and start again. And it's not fun to have to do that over and over again for
Yeah.
people. It's really not.
No, it's hard.
Some people will hear this and be like, whatever. I don't want to, you know? Or they'll have the excuse of like, you know, fluoride-free toothpaste is too expensive. Well, you know what? You can make your own.
Yeah.
What that
there
weirdo,
are tons of,
what that weirdo used to do on that show.
I don't know.
He would take like
it's like
coconut
oil and like a couple
and-
drops of essential mint, whatever.
Yeah, and you know, he made his own toothpaste. You can make your own toothpaste. Hey, listen. If things go the way they're looking, you're gonna have to make your own toothpaste.
Yeah, good luck
anyway.
getting coconut oil then.
You're right. It's just gonna be bark. You're gonna try and find mint leaves, and you won't be able to find them, but you'll find something close. You'll chew on that and bark,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's it.
Look at us go. We're switching our toothpaste and our deodorant.
Oh yeah, I've been
That was a while ago.
switched my soap, everything. I love it. I love natural stuff. It's so good, so much better. But what else you got?
That was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was enough for me.
I was going to say 7 points of IQ. That's not enough for you?
That's wacky. It's wacky. Rogan said the same thing. And actually on that episode that just came out with Eddie Bravo, he said the same thing again. He brought it up again. You know, a lot of people will talk about Rogan and how, you know, he's a shill or I don't like what he's saying or this and that. There are very few people with that type of following who are like, I'm going to talk about this type of thing. Like he doesn't have to do that.
No.
You know, like, he's almost 60. He has a daughter that's probably 30. He has 2 that are small. He could be like, I'm just going to do the thing that makes them the best in life
Yeah.
and just keep collecting money. I don't have to bring up any of this stuff.
Yeah, he could just coast
Yeah,
and not rock any boats.
easily. And just 65 comes along. I'm retiring, guys. I'll do
Yeah.
stand up. Podcast is done for now. That's it. He could easily do that. You know, I think he might.
How long is his contract?
I think the contract was only for 3 years.
Interesting.
Now, what people don't realize is people are like this $100 million contract. A lot of people are saying that it was actually $100 million a year. And that's people close to him. This isn't random people. People close to him were saying it was $100 million a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe he re-signed. I have no idea.
Maybe.
But
Or maybe
apparent-
he's like going to pull a Chappelle, make his money, and then just get out.
That's what he should do. I was thinking to myself today, how cool would it be if he just made the money, he did the contract, and then he just like came out and he was just like, we're going fully independent. It's gonna be on a website. That's it. And then he just goes off the rails and just starts saying whatever he wants.
Wow.
That'd be
That'd be
great.
crazy. That'd be so good.
He'd be like, I'm worth $500 million now. I have no worries. I'm going hard. That'd be great to see. But instead, what I heard on another episode, I was actually going to do an episode on it. He's actually said that he's starting to learn that he doesn't really want to be someone that criticizes people. And he's like, I think I'm going to do that less. So there's going to be less like criticizing politicians and things of that nature, which people are going to hate. I a little bit hate it, but I understand at the same time as a person who's like learning and growing in life.
Yeah.
But he's like going on this. And then he was like very kind to Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom said some things about him recently that he didn't like, but he was just like, nah, you know, like, he's like, I shouldn't say that. He's like, the guy has a hard job. Like he's softening.
Oh, that's nice.
He's softening.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? I actually said about Rogan, I was like, I remember he was like 50. It was like just early in the podcast. I was like, by the time this guy's 60, he's going to be like Rush Limbaugh. And Rush Limbaugh is somebody who's like very conservative, and he's screaming at the thing, and he's talking about woke culture, and he's doing all this stuff. And now he's close to 60, and I'm getting messages about how I'm reminding people of Rush Limbaugh. And I'm like, well, geez, look how things change.
So the turntable.
Yeah. I was like, real, this is weird. The way this is all working out. A bunch of people. You remind me of Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, cool.
Okay.
Hope I don't gain as much weight. He was a very big man.
Oh, jeez.
He's a very, very big man. Hopefully I don't gain as much weight.
No.
He got honored by Trump before he died, like a year or two before he died. It was very nice. He got like a Medal of Honor for like everything that he's done in the space of radio and stuff. It was very, very beautiful wrap up to such a influential, impactful career. Really good, really good. He was really sick with something. I'm not sure what, but yeah, that's he only passed away just recently, just a few years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, nuts. Anyways. We're good?
We're good.
If you haven't liked the episode already, like the episode. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Hit the bell because it gets hard to keep up because we're making 1 to 3 videos a day. And no one else is doing that. I've looked, guys. I've looked. All right? And other than that, we are out.
Bye-bye.